Hello, my name is Matthew Norman, and this is Raw Fiction. One of the goals I have for this channel is to share some of my short fiction with you. Some of these genres I hope to write about include horror, fantasy, and science fiction, but I don't want to limit myself to just these three genres. I hope to branch out, write anything that comes to my imagination, and hopefully I can write well enough that it will engage you and you are entranced by my writing and also the ideas that are being articulated within those works. I also want to share my fantasy series I've been working on for about 3 years now. It's called The Runners, and it's near and dear to my heart. It's taken about 3 years to write, but also to world build. World building is as much a process of skill as it is of time. And I mean by that is it takes time to make a proper world. You can't just wake up one morning and write out everything that your world is going to be. You have to allow your world to build on itself. And I think I've done that, but also I've grown as a writer too throughout the time so I could explain that world better to you all. So yes, writing short fiction and sharing my fantasy series. So the first short story I hope to narrate in the next video is called The White Room. It's about, you could probably guess, a guy in a white room who doesn't know why he is there, but slowly begins to realize throughout the story. So I hope that I can write that well enough for you, the audience, so that it is enticing and engaging. The topic is broad because there's a lot of avenues I can take with it. But that also leaves a lot of mishap, let's say, that could happen on my part. It's a hard topic to write about, very broad and hard to narrow down, but I hope that you enjoy it. Some of my hopes for the channel in the future is to incorporate multiple channels to expand out. So hopefully I can get channels like raw poetry, raw horror fiction, raw romance fiction. Those are some of my ideas, and I'm also hoping to have narrators for each idea. For each idea. And then narrators whose voice matches that type of genre. So for horror, you have someone who's cool but a gloomy tone. Someone for poetry is kind of like that lackadaisical, sleepy, a soothing kind of voice. That's what I'm trying to head at with raw fiction. I want to branch out and I want to be able to share short stories and poetry with the audience, with you all, because I don't think there's enough of it in our media nowadays. I think podcast and audiobooks kind of take the show. And besides, let's say, creepypastas on YouTube, there's not a lot of narrations of short stories and poetry that can really be narrated to the highest potential and given back to y'all. So that's my hopes for the channel. Hopefully y'all enjoy the pieces I put out, and enjoy the journey I'm going through. I'm trying to improve myself as a writer, my apologies, as a writer and as a narrator. And that I can only do that with practice and with you all's support. So hope to see you in the next video of the White Room, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.